Hello, Cappuccino. Sorry, I'm not there today. I'm still homesick. We are going to now be looking at patterns again, and we're going to use our new skills for solving equations using algebra. We're going to use those skills in these problems with patterns. So let's have a look at this pattern here. You can see in case 0, there's one group of 3. And in the calculation, here it is, one group of 3. And that one group of 3 continues in every single case. There's one group of 3. That never changes. So notice the one group of 3, one group of 3, or one group of 3 never changes as we go through the pattern. The other part of the pattern is there are 3 groups of 1. So in case 1, there's 3 groups of 1. Notice here there's nothing, so we could say there's 3 groups of nothing. In case 2, you can see we have 1, 2, 3 groups of 2. 3 groups of 2. And in case 3, I have 1, 2, 3 groups again. And in each group, there's 3 circles. So there are 3 groups of 3. So we can look at the pattern that's going on here. What never changes? The things that never change is the one group of 3. So there's always going to be a one group of 3. There's always going to be a one group of 3. So in the rule or the equation, there's going to be one group of 3. Then what else doesn't change? The 3 groups. There's always 3 groups. But what's in each group changes. So notice the number here matches the case number. 3 groups of 3, 3 groups of 4, 3 groups of 10. This matches the case number. So when the case number is x, there are 3 groups of x. Whatever this number is, there's going to be 3 groups of it. So here is our rule. Okay, we can also write this using x and y from the get-go. Case number is going to be our x. So when case number is 0, how many are in there? 1, 2, 3. Number of circles is 3. In case number 1, how many circles are in there? Well, there's that one group of 3 plus these 3, so that would be 6. And in the case 2, what do we see here? There's that one group of 3 plus the 3 groups of 2, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9. So you might now notice that we can see the rate of change. The rate of change, how is it increasing each time? From here to here, it's going up by 3. I'm adding 3 more each time. So case 3, I'm going to be adding 3 more to the 9. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's going to be 12. In case 4, 12 plus 3 would be 15. So each time you can see that we're adding 3 to the number of circles. You can also go back and check and look on the picture. Case 3, does it have 12 circles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, it does. Case 3 has 12. So this number here, the number of circles, we're calling it y. I can figure out the number of circles by using my rule. My rule is 3 times the case number plus 1 times 3. What is 1 times 3? 1 times 3 is 3. So here is my rule for this equation. I'm going to copy over that in red. It's kind of hard to see. 3 times x plus 3. That is my equation. So now we have some additional questions. What case number will have 105 circles? Case number, what case number? Case number, we're using the letter x. And the number of circles, if there's 105 circles, that means this column. That means y is equal to 105. So here they wrote it another way. What x value, that's the case number, will make y equal 105? That's the number of circles. So I know that my y here in my equation is going to be 105. Y has to equal 105. So I can write the equation y equals, my y is 105, is equal to 3 times x plus 3. And now I need to solve this. So here we have a little bit of a problem in that I do not have any algebra tiles with me. And I don't think I have enough algebra tiles to make 105 anyway. But let's imagine if I did have the algebra tiles. I would have 105 of the little ones. I'm just going to write I have 105 on this side. On this side, I would have 3 x's plus 3. So plus 3 ones. Now remember, our goal is to get x by itself. So I need to get rid of these 3 ones. So I can get rid of them by putting in 3 negative ones. But if I do it to this side, I have to do the same thing over here. I have to put in 3 negative ones. So I'm going to write that on my equation. How do I do that on my equation? I'm going to put in 3 negatives. I'm going to put in 3 negatives. Now, remember, I have 105 positives in there. If I put in 3 negatives, it's going to make 3 zero pairs. So if I make 3 zero pairs, I'm going to be left with 102 positives. And notice 105 minus 3 is 102. And then over here, these are all going to be 0 pairs. So I'm just left with my 3 x's. So now, from what we learned recently, last week, is I can now take my x's and divide it into 3 groups. So at this point, if I do it with my algebra tiles, I have 102, I have 102 ones over here, and over here I have 3 x's. But I'm going to have to divide it into 3 groups. 1 group, 2 group, 3 groups. So I need to take this 102 and I need to divide it into 3 groups. I'm going to divide by 3. So here on my work, I'm going to take that 102 and I'm going to divide it into 3 groups. So my 3 x's, I'm dividing them into 3 groups so that I get 1 x by itself. And 102 divided by 3, well, since we don't have enough algebra tiles, I can use my calculator. So I'm going to put in 102, and I'm going to divide it by 3, and I get 34. So x equals 34. So this means when the case number is 34, I will have 105 circles. When the case number is 34, I will have 105 circles. And I can prove that. I can say 3 times the case number, 34, plus 3. What does that equal? Well, let's parse it. I need to multiply this. I have 3 groups of 34, 3 groups of the case number. So let me get my calculator again. Those are some big numbers. So I'm going to have 3 times 34. That gives me 102. So this is 102. And then plus 3 more, that gives me 105 circles. So it's true. Case number 34, case number 34 has 105 circles. And there it is. So this is what you're going to be practicing today. You're going to be using your patterns again. Going to be writing the equation or the rule for the pattern. And then you're going to be asked to find the missing case number. We're going to know the number of circles, but you have to find the missing case number. So make sure you copy this down onto your notes and tape it into your notebook, and then start the worksheet. Good luck.